Hello and welcome to the show. We are here on Forza Horizon 4 today with a challenge. We are going to be doing some, well, sumo, some car sumo on the containers that we have at the airfield. We're going to be doing heats of 4. The top 2 go through to the semi-finals, bottom 2 go into the spanner final, which will be a big 6-car melee. We can't really have more than 4 cars. Well, 6 cars you can kind of get away with. It's a little bit manic. It's not the biggest arena, this one. The PL isn't competing. The PL is just the car that beeps the horn to start the round. It's not the biggest of arenas, no. And Forza car collision physics are at times a little wonky, and my drone camera is liable to falling. No, that's a bad time to fall off the edge, literally just as the round began. I was about to say, the drone camera is liable to fall off the edge of the map. The Peugeot's having a Peugeot's having a bad day, but it got out of that one. So, in heat number 1, we have got a 205, we've got a Sentra, we've got a BMW i8, the 205's in trouble, the 205's gone, the Sentra's gone as well, the taxi's, oh no, the taxi's held on. Good work. Good work right there. Now, one of the issues we may have a little bit is that cars that are... maybe the Sentra pulled itself back on. Might have got reset. One of the things that we have seen is that cars do go sort of ghost mode and get reset a little bit funky at times. I think the Sentra may have managed to pull itself... no, it has actually gone. It has jumped off. Okay, so these two will be going through. It's now the battle for pride. Yeah, if a car kind of gets nudged halfway off the edge, it does sometimes get reset back on the platform and so on. They should jump off of the arena. So Peugeot's to the spanner final, Sentra's to the spanner final. It's now all about the i8 versus a taxi. These cars are built to A-class. There were no rules in terms of drive lines, so, well, if you're sensible, you're going to be all-wheel drive. Let's face it, just about everything is going to be all-wheel drive in this. Who has got the better pushing power? Taxis try to spin away from this one. I don't know, while the season is winter, you know, there might be some ice around. I don't know if snow tyres, off-road tyres are an advantage. It's a great push from the i8. Taxi's in a little bit of trouble, just manages to get going from all of that. Oh no, I've crashed my drone. Filming isn't easiest because the drone won't sit at a height that you want it to. The drone kind of will only stay a metre and a bit above the floor level. Oh, it's a great push by the taxi in the end. BMW is out, however, gets a second place. It will go through to the next round. The i8 and taxi progress through from the first heat. So, for our second heat, I am in it. I've gone for a Chevy Nova. This with 1,000 horsepower, all-wheel drive, but standard tyres. The power and all-wheel drive is very nice. The tyres might not work quite so well in the conditions. We're up against a Skyline. There is a Gremlin. Gremlin. Pace is the fishbowl one. And a Subaru Legacy. I might stand a chance of doing okay in this. I'm in a reverse gear, which was not the best one to be in. I managed to catch it just in time. I'm glad everyone else... oh, a little bit of lag. Collisions between... oh no, I'm completely gone. I had absolutely no pushing power, but Cooper's going to be nudged in as well. I mean, I am out. That was an incredibly quick round. Hordes is the victor. The Gremlin will go through. I just couldn't push. I could not push against the Skyline. The problem is the Skyline. Well, that pushed him. Well, left himself vulnerable and got pushed out as well. That was a very fast round. I'm out. Well, not quite yet. We're to the spanner final, which means there's still a chance. So, our final heat will have a Maserati, a classic Bentley, a Volvo estate car, and an Infiniti. It's an interesting mix of vehicles. I feel the Bentley might struggle a little bit here. Not gonna lie. I mean, it will have had, I presume, a fair amount of stuff be able to be upgraded on it, but they don't look like particularly big tyres, which is a little bit alarming. Volvo's not a bad shout. Although, as we've seen here, anything can happen. I think tyre choice is perhaps almost more important than the huge amounts of power / traction. I think that's what did in my Nova, perhaps not helped by the by the climatic conditions. Oh, the Infinity almost got in trouble. It's managed to spin away. It's now the Bentley that's in trouble. Grabs a reverse, gets out of that particular situation. I've crashed my... Hey, good roll. Well done, sir. Not so good on the landing. I've crashed my drone. Hey, there you go. Fight's still on up here. We didn't miss anyone falling off of the platform. Volvo spun away, almost got punted by the Bentley's got excellent. It can just stop being pushed. That's what my Nova couldn't do. The Bentley had an excellent stop there, but it's off. The Infinity did it. Well done to the Eau Rouge. The Volvo might be about to go off as well. I've gone off. The Volvo's off. Maserati's off. And the Infinity will win the round. Once one of them went, everyone piled into that corner. And, well, one after the other would go out. Well, that means the Maserati and the Infinity will go through, straight through to the semi-finals. The Bentley and the other thing, the Volvo, will join me and 3 other cars in what promises to be an epic, if not particularly long, spanner final. Well, it might have been a little bit of an embarrassing heat, shall we say, for the Nova. I'm hoping we can rectify this with a round in the spanner final. I'm against the Bentley, the Skyline that dumped me out, Volvo Estate 205 with a mighty wing and scoop at the front, and the Sentra. I don't know if I have got the pushing power in this to really stand a chance. But I'm going to go for a park in the middle and hope, I say park in the middle, try and keep it in the middle early on. The top 2 cars from this will go through. Everyone else is eliminated from the competition. So, yeah, we try and play it a little safe early on. I've got a bit of a push here. No, the Volvo's done me. The Volvo's done me. The Sentra's gone. I think the Skyline might have gone. I'm out. Have been reset up here. Oh, I've got to try and not push the Volvo. You know what I'm going to do? I have an idea. I'm going to go drone mode, because then my car will be ghosted. It won't affect anybody. Just so I didn't push the Volvo off while I was trying to get myself out of the arena. Probably the safest thing of all. Oh, the 205's gone. The Volvo's off as well. The Skyline will go through along with the Bentley. Well played. I had an opportunity. We got a good push on the Sentra. We put the Sentra off. I just couldn't get it back on in time, unfortunately. So, yeah, it is now down to the Bentley. Oh, it was a big slide across the gap for the Bentley right there. Still it slides. The Skyline's almost in a lot of trouble right there. The Bentley's trying to cling on. It's not going to be enough. Well done, Skyline. Victor of the spanner final. The Skyline will go through along with the classic Bentley. Unfortunately, not been a good day. Not been a good day for the Nova. Worked wonders when we did this on stream. Worked wonders when it wasn't winter. I think maybe, just possibly, do not have the grip for this. Unfortunate, but the Nova is out. So, for the first of our semi-finals, the snow is starting to fall. We have got a taxi with, I presume, many powers. We have got the Gremlin. We have got the classic Bentley. And we have got the Infinity Eau Rouge. I would say perhaps the Infinity is the one to beat. The Bentley did do fairly well to get through the spanner fight. I mean, hell, to survive a 6-car melee, you tend to have done fairly well. I fear for the Gremlin, it may be a little bit on the light side. It may get pushed around. Oh, crap, I've fallen off of the bloody thing immediately. Get back on here. We haven't missed anything. Honest, I've got to leave the drone in the middle of the arena. Better. Oh, there goes the Gremlin. That was the fear. Oh, the Infinity did a front flip. The Infinity is gone. It's out of there. It went for the... It was a big push on the Gremlin. It was a good push as well, but it was off. The Bentley's been eviscerated by the taxi. Oh, it's a bit of an upset. The Bentley's through to the grand final. The taxi may well be one of the favourites. It clung on from that. It spun away to cling on and take a victory. The Infinity, a little bit unlucky. There was an opportunity, and the taxi was willing to take it. I mean, these are quick rounds. These are fairly quick rounds, but so far has been an interesting tournament. So we are on to the second of our semi-finals. The BMW i8 lines up with the Subaru Legacy, the Maserati, and the Nissan Skyline. Don't worry about the Bentley, it's just using the horn from that as the starter. I've immediately fallen. I was being careful at everything. I've crashed the drone off the arena almost as many times as the Nova has fallen off. I think perhaps the Skyline could do well. I think the Skyline may stand a pretty good chance in all of this. The Maserati has got weight on its side. The Legacy's gone spinning off. Just gets away with it. Good save from the Legacy underneath us. We have a Skyline versus the i8. So far, fairly evenly matched. Final go on. Cling on, Maserati. Well, hell. That is a brilliant, brilliant save. Skyline spun away from the i8. The Legacy's got to be careful, of course, going for these long-range hits that you don't get, you don't spin yourself off the platform. BMW's done. Everybody's gone off almost in the same section. Maserati's off. It will be the Skyline and Subaru that go through to the final. Who will get bragging rights? It will be the Legacy. It was a very evenly matched start. It's like as soon as one vehicle goes off, all hell breaks loose. Unlucky for the i8, got sort of trapped in the corner. Maserati trying to help it off. Ended up getting punted off in all of that as well. That means we have our final, well, an interesting selection of a Skyline, a Taxi, a Legacy, and a classic Bentley. Wouldn't have called that one at the start, but you know, there we go. So, here we have our grand final. The Skyline, Taxi, Legacy, and Bentley. I secretly quite want the Bentley to win. I think it unlikely to be the case that the Bentley's... I think it's going to be a tough one, but I didn't expect it to have got through this far. Taxi, well, can get a lot of power in A-class. It's proved to be fairly effective so far, but this is perhaps a little bit more about grip, a little bit more almost about traction. Just having a look around at tyres. Oh, we are off and underway. Everyone's actually managed to miss each other early on. The Bentley's in a lot of trouble. Managed to bring it to a halt. Stopped being pushed and has got away with that. Oh, the Taxi has got just about recovered from that. Taxi's in a world of trouble. Problem is, of course, Legacy doesn't want to commit too much to that fight. If he does, may well end up getting punted by somebody else. So you've got to be a little bit committed, but not all committed. The Skyline's gone. The Bentley somehow survived from that one. Skyline is out of the competition. They're now down to 3 vehicles. Bentley's going for a bit of a push on the Taxi. Again, though, everyone's playing it a little bit cagey. You don't want to be the one that's close to the edge. The Legacy darting around, not able to do much there. That gets a shunt on the Taxi, doesn't really push it off. The Bentley's got an excellent drive there. You're going to want to get reverse quick. Just sneaks away from the edge. There all sorts of tortured engine sounds going on. The Legacy spun clear of that one in the push of war between the Bentley and the Taxi. No one was really winning out of that. The Taxi's dangling. It's going to come back down. Nope. The Taxi's a goner. It's down to 2. The Legacy will fight it out against a classic, very classic Bentley. Is now push of a war. Who's got more traction? You've got to be careful actually when you ping free. You don't drive yourself off the arena. It's been an excellent final. It has been an excellent final so far. The Bentley's trying to do the pushing. They ping apart and no one's gone off the edge. They're thankfully, I've got off the edge. They're thankfully pushing each other in the centre of the arena so that they aren't, when they do ping free, they don't ping off entirely. Trying to sort of block one another off, but it's quite difficult to get the cars manoeuvred around. It is not a wide arena. You don't have much space to turn your vehicle around in. You do perhaps want a little bit of rear-wheel drive bias. Perhaps, I think the Legacy might have it to try and spin around in this. Now we're just doing donuts, guys. Now we're just doing donuts. Oh, that's a dangerous position for the Bentley. Lovely push. Well done. Actually, very well parked as well for the Bentley there. Well done to the Legacy. That was a brilliant push to finish the game. They might have had a little bit of donutting going on. Subaru saw an opportunity, saw a weakness. The Legacy will claim a victory in an absolutely excellent final right there. Well done indeed. It's Hordes that was driving the Subaru. And there we go. Car Sumo. It's a quick game mode, to say the least, here on Horizon 4 and the celebratory roll brigade has gone on over there. Well, the dart didn't quite land it. It's not the longest game mode. The taxis binned the legacy. Well, that's one way to... hey, and everyone's falling off. It's good fun. Good fun. I highly recommend it. Collision physics are a little bit wonky at times with this kind of game mode. Let's face it, Horizon 4 wasn't exactly built with this in mind. However, it is rather good fun. That, though, is going to be it for this video. So, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, a goodbye.